Welcome back to Inside the Zone with Matteo, your weekly deep dive into the world of sports, where we don't just talk about the game today, we are breaking down what's next. I'm your host, Matteo, and today we're tackling the topic that's been buzzing louder than the perfect thrown fastball, the future of AI in sports, especially after what we saw at the All-Star Game. So, stay around, and we're going to talk to you about what we could see in the next couple of years with AI in sports, and what we're already seeing, especially after that All-Star Game, baby. Hold on, we got breaking news. Donald Trump considering executive order clarifying employment status of NCAA athletes according to draft obtained by ESPN. So there's your quick breaking news. But back to the subject, to the topic of today's long-form video. AI, the future of AI in sports. Here we go. We're going to be looking at what's going on with AI in sports in current day and what we could see happen in later times. All right. Before we dive deep into the tech, though, I got to give some serious props to the MLB for making the All-Star Game swing off. So incredibly fun this year. Well, the All-Star Game so fun added with the swing off. So, in case you missed it, I'm going to break it down. After the ninth inning, the game was tied. Instead of going straight to traditional extra innings, they initiated this new tiebreaker, which was first implemented in the 2022 season, but it's used for the first time in 2025. This is how it's going to work, or how it did work. Each manager selects 3 of the players from the roster who have agreed to participate. They get told to play, and they have to be players who are in the lineup. So, like, Judge and Ohtani had got subbed out already, so they couldn't play. Then those batters, 3 swings each, to hit as many home runs as possible off coaches throwing batting practice pitches. There's no limit to the number of pitches taken between swings. The 2 teams alternate, and the team with the highest combined homer total after all 6 participants have taken their turns is declared the winner. If still tied, each manager would select one of the original participants to take another 3 swings and to go head-to-head. But it was pure excitement, and we saw the NL prevail 4-3, with Kyle Schwarber hitting 3 clutch home runs on his 3 swings to seal the MVP. Honestly, it was electric, and I could absolutely see this concept or a variation of it eventually replace the current extra inning runner on second rule in the regular season. However, it brought an incredible burst of energy and a definitive end, which is something many fans have been craving, especially from an All-Star Game. Now, since we've talked about this swing-off was human-driven excitement, but it perfectly sets the stage for our main topic today, which is another massive innovation we saw at the All-Star Game. The automated ball strike, or ABS system, made its debut in the major leagues. So they've been experimenting this in the AAA, AA for a while. But now it made its debut with the All-Star Game. It could be next year a part of every MLB game. So what is this ABS system? Well, think of it as an AI assistant to the home plate umpire. At its core, the ABS uses advanced camera systems like Hawkeye technology and sophisticated algorithms to precisely track every pitch as it crosses home plate. This technology determines with pinpoint accuracy whether it falls within the defined strike zone for that specific batter. Now, for the All-Star Game, we saw the challenge-based format of ABS. This means that human umpires still made the initial ball or strike call. However, if a pitcher, catcher, or batter, no manager was allowed, if either of those 3 players disagreed with the call, they could signal For a challenge, the signal would be tapping their helmet or hat, on their hand on their hat or helmet. Once challenged, the ABS system ruling would instantly be displayed, and the ruling that ruling would override the human's umpire's original call. Each team was given a limit number of challenges, which were, by the way, 2. But if they were successful in overturning the call, they got to keep the challenge. This isn't about replacing umpires, at least not yet. It's about giving the umpires a vital backup, a mechanism to correct those incredibly tough, so almost millimeter-thin calls that even the best human eye cannot miss. Hey, we can even think about it. They could be. That's what that we've even seen them use the cameras for when a coach challenged a run call at first base or something, right? But we saw that in action. 4 of the 5 challenges in the All-Star Game successfully overturned the human umpire initial call, from Tarek Skubal getting a strikeout on Manny Machado after a challenge to Jacob Wilson overturning a strike call that was clearly low. The system proved to be incredibly fast and, dare I say, accurate. It added maybe 10 to 15 seconds to the game for each challenge, and frankly, the on-screen graphics showing the pitch's trajectory and defined strike zone was incredibly clear, and I really liked it. Everybody at home on the TV could see it. Everybody in the arena could see it. Everyone could see the call. Now, the robot umpire often comes with a negative connotation. Now, people immediately jump to concerns about the human element being lost, and I get it. There's an art to umpiring, a flow to the game that relies on human judgment. But what the All-Star Game showed us is that it's not all about replacing the umpires. Not yet anyway, but it's about giving them a vital backup, right? Think about it. A 99-mile-an-hour fastball clipping the corner by a millimeter. Can we truly fault a human for missing that consistently? No, but that's why we have AI, and that's the kind of what we're looking at for the rest of these sports that I spent some time looking at to see what could happen, what people are saying about it, because it's been on my mind since the All-Star Game, and it's been on people's mind in general. So, if this ABS system, even in its current challenge form, performs so well, what does this mean for the future of AI in sports? Not just baseball, but across the board. Well, what we saw in the All-Star Game is just the tip of the iceberg. AI influence is already weaving its way through almost every professional sport. So, beyond the ABS in baseball, imagine AI models that could predict a batter's likely swing decision based on pitch location, velocity, and previous at-bats, or suggest optimal pitch sequences for a pitcher against a specific batter in real time. This isn't just about calling balls and strikes, it's about predicting an entire chess match between pitcher and hitter. So that's something that could happen. Teams are already using AI to analyze a pitcher's, all the stuff that goes around with them throwing, all those stats and stuff. AI can identify subtle changes to a pitcher's delivery that might indicate fatigue or increased risk of injury, allowing teams to intervene with rest or targeted training before a serious injury can occur, which I really like. We got to keep people healthy. What about basketball? Basketball is just kind of creepy, okay? So AI-powered systems can analyze player movements, shot selections, and defensive schemes in real time during a game. Coaches are getting instant data every single second on opponents' weaknesses, efficient play calls, and even optimal player rotations based on fatigue and performance. Think about an AI suggesting, hey, coach, switch to a zone defense. Their pick and roll efficiency against man has increased by 15% in the last 3 minutes. Also, the NBA is even exploring physical AI robots that can act as tireless rebounders, passers, and defensive simulators in practice. These robots maximize shooting drills efficiently and also simulate defensive schemes and provide instant data-rich feedback, allowing players to refine their skills with an unparalleled precision. This is just crazy what AI can do, am I right? What about the NFL? Well, the NFL, in partnership with AWS, has developed the Digital Athlete System. This AI-powered platform captures real-time location, speed, and acceleration data for every player on every play. It runs millions of simulations to identify injury risks and create personalized preventions, training, and recovery. Microsoft has also rolled out an AI assistant within the NFL Combine app. So scouts can now ask neutral language questions like, show me the top 5 players for the 40-yard dash that are less than 6 feet tall, and they'll get instant data-based responses, speeding up the talent evaluation process significantly. I think sometimes you guys don't know what AI is doing, but you guys probably do. If you watch Thursday Night Football, if you know Thursday Night Football on Prime Video, they have this AI thing. It's in commercials all the time. I'm pulling it up right here. Just I feel like, why not? Because it's a simple, and I might not be able to show the complete video, but I'm gonna show you the sound for sure. I'm gonna try. There, I'm trying to. There we go. I'll try to get it. You might not be able to see it all just because of where my screen is right now. But hold on, let me see what I can do. That's gonna be the best we're gonna try. Here we go.
A game of inches? No, it's a game of millimeters. AWS machine learning and AI cover every angle, streaming 300 million data points in real time because the data tells us all, even 1 millimeter can make all the difference. And if AWS can do that for the NFL, imagine what it could do for your business.
So that's just kind of something, that's what they're using, one of the ways they're using AI in the NFL. We got 2 more sports that we're going to just talk about briefly here on Inside the Zone with Matteo. And another one is hockey. So the NHL's partnership with companies like SMT and Sportslog uses AI to capture, look at this, every pass, shot, and zone entry with staggering precision. This generates tens of thousands of data points per game, which AI then analyzes to identify trends, predict strategies, and optimize everything from line matchups to power plays. AI platforms are also being integrated into VR systems like Sense Arena. This allows anyone, goalies, to simulate breakaways from elite scorers without even putting on pads. It allows skaters to rehearse split-second decision-making. This builds mental muscle memory with a level of precision traditional drills simply just can't offer. You're just training your mind without getting hurt. You know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, guys. It's kind of cool. And this is the last sport we're going to talk about here. Almost every sport has some sort of AI thing. But this sport, I think, has been the most noticeable if you watch it on like ESPN or TNT or something. You watch tennis. It tells you these real-time performance analysis and coaching. So AI-powered computer vision systems monitor literally every aspect of every single match in tennis world. From ball speed and spin to player positions and shot selections, this provides instant feedback for players and coaches, helping them make on-the-fly tactical adjustments and refine techniques. Think of AI instantly analyzing your serve mechanics and suggesting a subtle grip change to increase spin. Things are happening here with things like, I forgot what it's called, but they have this app where you can get and you video yourself playing even a couple minutes. It shows your serve. You show your serve. So you serve a point. You see your return. You see your forehand and backhand. Then you send it to this app. You upload it to the app. It will give you a detailed analysis of your performance, what you could change to make your serve better, right? Or maybe keep your legs bent or something. It's crazy. I was watching some videos of how it works. It is crazy. And think about just how much AI can help with almost anyone who wants to get better at sports. AI is one of the ways, besides obviously you're going to still have to practice, but it can help maybe make it easier for you. And I think it's just really, really cool. So as you can see, the reach of AI in sports extends from far beyond from just officiating. It's about optimizing performance, preventing injuries, enhancing strategy, and ultimately changing the very fabric of how these games are played and experienced. The ABS system was a big moment, but it's just one data point in the rapidly expanding world of AI in sports. And that, folks, brings us to the end of another episode of Inside the Zone with Matteo. I'm sorry that it's not longer, but I just wanted to do a little thing on here. It wasn't like with my opinions. It was just telling you guys. I researched. I wrote a little script up, followed my words, and just talked what I wanted to, just so you guys can understand that AI isn't just knocking on the door of sports. It's a key player, refining officiating, transforming training, enhancing safety, and making our favorite games smarter, safer, and perhaps even more thrilling. Thank you so much for joining me. Join us next week where we'll be tackling something else new, probably something related to do with the Twins. But until then, keep your eye on the ball, keep an eye on the algorithms. I'm Matteo, and thank you for watching, and you have been listening to Inside the Zone with Matteo. Have a blessed weekend, boys. Peace!